Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick video on contouring, and I'm actually not going to actually contour my face. I've already done my makeup and everything like that, but I just thought that it would be good to kind of sit down with you guys and talk about face shapes, because contouring is going to be different for each person depending on the shape of their face. So I can sit and show you how I contour my face all day long, but if you don't have the same face structure as me, it's not going to be the same thing for you. So I just figured that that would be the best, way to kind of go about this. Right now, currently, for my skin tone, I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin contouring powder, and it's in the color medium. I like it for lighter skin tones because it's a little bit more taupe. It doesn't have any kind of like warmth to it or bronziness to it. On my skin tone, that looks so fake. So to get a really natural looking contour using something on lighter skin that's more taupe is better. You can get away with doing a little bit warmer if you have a deeper or naturally warmer skin tone. That's just my preference. Anytime you're contouring, you always want to use a matte powder, nothing with any kind of sparkle or shimmer to it, because naturally the hollows, it's meant to mimic shadows, and those shadows are what create the depth and dimension to your face. So that's why you don't want anything shimmery. So we'll start with the first face shape, which is the oval face shape, which is more or less mine. Mine can be a little bit long as well, so I'll kind of address those together because they're so similar. Oval face shapes are what they consider the ideal face shape. So with oval face shapes, you have, a decent amount. It's pretty proportionate from forehead to your nose to your mouth. And then you're not, super wide or super thin as well. My face is a little bit more narrow. So that's why I think that mine's probably a mix between oval and long. So typically when I contour around my hairline, a little bit around my chin and my jawline, and then also through my cheekbones. So basically you're breaking up the planes of the face. So since I feel like my face is a little bit longer, I'm not going to contour through the sides of my face here. If I do that, it's just going to continue to make my face look even slimmer, which I don't want. So I want to kind of cut my face in half, so to speak, so that you're seeing the different places and not just seeing all of this long face. So I contour, my cheekbone area for that, and then my forehead and my chin, just to kind of shorten everything and then bring some definition to my cheekbone area. So long faces, you're going to do the same thing. No shadowing really through the lengths of your face, more so through your cheekbones. You can really contour, your chin area and your forehead area. So people all the time think that they have a round face. Almost every single person that comes in the salon, when they're talking about getting a haircut, they're like, my face is really round, and most of the time, most of the people that say they have a round face actually don't. It's few and far between that people actually have a truly round face. But that's the opposite of a long face. So for a round face, you want to bring that narrowness in a little bit. So you can contour more around the sides of your face, cheekbones, so that it gives you a little bit more of an angular shape. And basically you're wanting to create shadows to give you angles and definition because your face is a little bit softer. So contouring through the sides. If you have a teeny tiny forehead and your face is round, do not contour your forehead. And then you can also contour, a little bit around your jawline just to bring the angles out on your jawline as well. So square face shapes usually have a larger kind of square jawline here. I love a square face, and I wish that my jawline was a little bit more square. But for somebody who really, really has a strong, prominent jawline, you want to contour the areas through your jawline here. So basically what that's going to do is, if you have a square here, you're wanting to create a shape that's more similar to mine. So you're going to shave or shade this section here on that jawline to make that more of a round shape versus that square. Again, if you have a square face shape and you have a larger forehead, then you can contour your forehead. Basically, it's bringing balance and symmetry. So if you have a feature that's very large, contouring is a way to minimize that and make it look smaller. Heart-shaped faces are really good because they have, really strong cheekbones usually, but they can be a little bit wide through the temple area. So heart-shaped faces are really going to want to make sure that they contour through the sides of their forehead just to kind of bring that in a little bit. And then, through the cheekbone area as well, just to bring definition there. You don't have to contour as much through the cheekbones if you have really nice strong cheekbones already. You're already going to have that natural shadow. So if you have, you know, really nice high cheekbones, don't feel like you have to do that as much, but heart-shaped faces definitely around the hairline, and then a little bit around the jawline too, just to, you know, further emphasize and define that jawline. Okay, the last face shape are diamonds. So diamonds have a more narrow forehead and a more narrow chin, and then have they're wider through the middle points of their face. So no contouring really through the sides here and here because you're already more narrow there. So contouring, you know, through your cheekbone area just to kind of minimize that, and then also under the cheekbone. If you have a really large prominent nose, you can contour your nose. Just be very careful. You want to make sure that you blend it really, really well. I use just an angled brush to do my contour with because I find that it fits in the hollows really, really well. And sometimes I'll even pinch this a little bit just to give me a little bit more definition. But if you do that, you always want to make sure that you go back in with it a little bit more fluffy to blend that out so that you don't have any harsh lines. Basically, that's the main thing with contouring, is you don't want anything really, really sharp. So if you're contouring your cheekbone, then you want to make sure you get your line laid down, but then blend that up just a little bit as well. And that is going to keep it from looking like you just have streaks or lines across your face. Same thing, you know, if you're contouring the forehead or the sides of your face, just make sure that you're constantly blending, go over the areas multiple times. I hope that this answered some of your questions about contouring. Anastasia Beverly Hills makes a really good contour kit. Kat Von D, the Shade and Light Contour Kit, that one's really good as well. I love the Kevyn Aucoin Contouring Powder. Those are the ones that I typically work with on clients and on myself because of the wide range of shades that you can choose from, you know, throughout all of the palettes. If you guys have any specific questions about contouring, definitely drop those below and I'll try to get back to you. Find me on social media, Charm Edwards on Instagram. If you guys have any further requests, definitely just drop those in the comments below, and thanks so much for watching.